And finally, on to feedback and a little bit of pronunciation. So listen to what I say to a student. There will be a problem there, and you have to think, oh, what is that problem? Can I fix it? So when you hear me speak, pause the video. Listen to that sentence. What is the problem? Is it third person, plural, positive or negative? Have I missed a word out? Have I got the tense wrong? See, look, listen to the mistakes the students are making. These are our mistakes. They are global. We all make these mistakes. Try to fix the problems. Do the same with the pronunciation. When you see the word, pause the video, try to pronounce it yourself first. Then listen to the student try and struggle and get it right and get it wrong, and then listen to my pronunciation of that same word. So, we're going to have a feedback session. All the grammar that came out, there's a lot of work that we need to do here. And a little bit of pronunciation, not a lot. So we're going to start with you, Istvan. You said, sometimes I'm talking to myself. What's the problem there? Sometimes I'm talking to myself.
I was talking. I talk to myself.
I talk to myself.
You speak yourself?
Hey, sometimes have a really good conversation.
My patients, they are dementia, they speak themselves.
You really? Remember, you need to...
Oh, they talk themselves.
Toma.
To themselves.
Yeah, they talk to themselves or they speak to themselves. But you need this little word. Istvan, the word sometimes, where do you want to put it? I want you to put the word either. Sometimes I talk to myself, I sometimes talk to myself, I talk sometimes to myself, I talk to sometimes myself, I talk to myself sometimes. Where do you want to put the word sometimes? Where? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Where? Not sure?
Sometimes, first.
Here? Yeah. This is actually okay, but there is a better place for it.
Sometimes.
Yes. We like to put the adverb before the verb. We will do this, I hope, this term on your lesson soon, okay?
Okay.
So you will learn this soon. What tense is this in? Present, past, future? Istvan? Present, yes, it's the present simple. We use this tense when we are giving information about ourselves. Information, especially about habits, where we use sometimes, always, never, these words. Okay? Regular?
No.
We don't have nothing to speak.
I'm saying this.
You said it.
This is bad. Very, very bad.
Okay, so can you help us to fix it? We don't have nothing to speak.
I'm saying this.
Maybe you didn't. Fix the problem. We don't have
anything.
anything. Good.
Yes.
Ninguém entendeu o que parlare. Chama realmente para começar com você que usa. E o que fala certo.
Can you put a word at the end? We don't have anything to speak.
We don't have anything to speak no more. No?
Anyone?
No.
To speak.
Anything to speak
Well
about.
done, John. Yeah, we don't have anything to speak about. We don't know what to talk about. Yeah. Regla. Yesterday is very nice. No, wait, I'll come back to that one. I'll come back to that one later. Forget that one. Istvan. I like everything music. I like everything music.
All.
Every.
Sorry?
Every.
All.
I like
All
all
music.
music. Very good. Good. Federica,
Yes.
listen to this question. It's something we do quite a lot in England, and it's okay, but I want to get it right. Listen to this question. There is the musical in Hungary. There is the musical in Hungary.
Hungry.
Hungary? What's wrong with that question?
Say again.
There is the musical in Hungary. The answer.
Music.
Sorry?
There is music.
What?
There is music.
There are.
I hear it. What's that over here?
Plural.
Is music?
You've got the first word now. I'm going to write it up. That's the first word. Is. Now can you finish it?
Is there
Is there?
What was the question?
music?
Is there? Actually, it's the musical.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about Mamma Mia. So, here's a question.
Yes.
Is there the musical Mamma Mia in Hungary?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. Yeah? Do you like something? Yes, I do. Is there? Yes, there is. You just have to switch the words around, which is why I wanted it to get it in the right order. So let's just put this, we'll call this board questions. And we'll call this board present simple. Look at the structure of the sentences that we're writing. Look at the structure. Valentina, I love to go Camden. Wait, let Valentina have a try. I love to go Camden.
I love to go to Camden.
Very good, we need that, yes. I love to go to Camden. Nice and simple. Norbert, I hungry.
I am.
Careful. I am hungry.
No, I'm from Hungary.
I am from Hungary. That's a good sentence. And what about if we want to do the nationality? I hungry.
Hungarian.
Don't help him, John.
I did.
I know.
Can you say it? Can you say it, please? Say it.
I am Hungary.
Can you help him again, please, John?
Hungarian.
I said.
Say
I'm
it then.
Hungarian.
Whole sentence.
I'm Hungarian.
Very good. Well done. So remember, you cannot say I hungry, you can say I am from Hungary. You cannot say I hungry, you can say I'm Hungarian. You can say both, any one of these, where you're from or your nationality. Either one is good. Alexandra. Oh, I think we might be... No, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to you, Alexandra. Here's a good one. This is a question, okay? Listen to this question. How many animals you have? What's wrong with that? Now, be quiet.
Animals do you have?
Very good. Valentina, how many animals do you have? Can you answer this question?
I have a lot of animals.
That's a great answer. Brilliant. Edurne, this is another one that is a very good question, and this is how we talk in England. We do talk like this. But I would really like you to structure it correctly. Have a listen to this. So, you don't go to the church? It's a good question, but it's not...
Don't.
Let's start with that word then. Don't.
You go
You go
to the church.
to the church. I just want to say that I like it when you ask questions in the wrong way, because that's very English. But I would like to get them structured right so that we can learn the right structure. And I like that you asked the question with a negative. Instead of like, do you go to the church? You said, don't you go to the church? That's a really good way. And I've never taught anybody to ask the question with a negative little verb. So well done. Camilla, don't you go to the church?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. By the way, what's wrong with the question, don't you go to the church? There's a word we could take away, really. What word can we take? The. You're right, yes. Don't you go to church? Great stuff. Well, Camilla, when somebody died, I want you to do something with the word die.
Died.
Well,
Dead.
sort no,
Died.
no. I've told you. No, actually present. When somebody dies. With words like somebody, anybody, nobody, we always use third person. It's very strange. This doesn't make good for good English, but that's the way, that's our rule. Okay. Regla. I took this from your book. Where are you coming from?
Where are you?
Where do you come in from?
Better. Where do you is good.
Come from.
Thank you.
Oh,
Remember, we ask questions in the present simple when we're talking about information. Lorena, where do you come from? Where do you come from?
I come from Italy.
Right, thank you. Regla,
So if you ask me where Lorena's coming from,
if I ask you that question,
I need to say she comes from.
wait a minute, let's go back to the question. Ask me the question about Lorena. Let's
Where
start. Where?
she's come from.
No,
Where do you?
no,
Where is she?
no.
Where does she come
does she come from? Well done. Regla, where does she come from?
She's comes.
No.
No.
Where does she... Give Regla a chance. Where does she come from?
She is.
No. She is
She's
doesn't work here. She is, and then what? Present continuous? She is
She's
happy?
from. She's from Italy.
That's good. Now that answer works. But can you use this verb instead? She. With this verb.
She came from. No.
She comes
She comes
from.
from.
Yes. Important. Remember, you could say, of course you could say she is from, but you cannot say she is come from. Remember, when we are talking in the present simple, and we're using the verb to be, and you say she is, the next word is always a noun, or an adjective, and a noun, like she is a woman. That's a noun. She is a happy woman. Adjective and noun. Well, she is happy. Okay? And it's only when we start using the present continuous that we say she is, and then we use another verb in the ing form. So this is a difficult term because we are mixing present simple and present continuous together. And now we have to learn all these different structures. So it's tough, really tough, and I'm pleased we've got to this stage in our learning. Regla, do you prefer meal or fish? Good question, but there's a problem with it.
What do you prefer?
No. Let's stick to this question. Do you prefer...
My question is, which do you prefer?
Which?
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 Which do you prefer?
Meal or fish?
Meal or fish? What's the problem?
I know that.
What?
Meat.
Meat.
Ah, meat.
What's
yes.
meal?
Yes,
No.
sorry. Yes, meat.
John,
Fish.
Yeah.
just for you, I want to hear it. Woman's.
Woman.
No.
No.
Women.
Bye everybody.
Pardon?
Women.
What's
Women.
women?
Women.
Women.
No,
Yeah. Women is
Yes.
already plural. Yeah.
Yes. One woman,
Yeah.
2
3, 4.
or 3, 4
Women.
women. Remember the singular and the plural. This is an irregular noun. Istvan?
Yeah.
No. Edurne. She believes something. She believes something. Give me the whole sentence.
She believes.
Thank you. So, this is the first time that we've gone into the third person. So we have to remember to use the third person verb in the present simple. Eliza, she have 4 cats. She have 4 cats.
She has.
She has.
Sorry?
She has.
Not haves.
She has.
She has. I have, you have, we have, they have, he, she, it has. Okay? Once again, third person, but this one you change VE for S. It is a strange verb. Okay, and finally, Valentina. She likes dogs.
Likes.
Yes, well done. Remember that third person. I have a few more for you. Here's one for Regla. Yesterday is very nice. Yesterday is very nice.
No, for me.
Yesterday was very nice.
That's right. We're now going to go
Yesterday
into...
was. No?
Yeah.
Yes. Because you're talking about yesterday. We have to talk in the past simple now.
Very nice weather.
Oh, it was very nice. Wonderful, well done. Alexandra, I live 1 year in Edgware. Do you live in Edgware now?
No.
No. So, think about the past. I live 1 year in Edgware. What's wrong?
I was.
No. Let's not go into continuous.
Lived.
Yes. Can you say it louder for Alexandra, please?
Lived.
I lived. Are you happy? Pardon?
Why?
Do you live in Edgware now?
No.
So it's in the past.
Past.
Okay.
This is present.
Okay.
So you have to put the verb in the past. Not yesterday is very nice, because yesterday is in the past. So it was very nice. So just for your information, John, if I could borrow your book for a second. There are lots of verbs. This is really not for you yet, Elisal, but it's for you, Alexandra, and most people here. On page 243, maybe? No, 244, 200. Essential Grammar in Use. This is the important, essential book for all of you. On page 244 and 245 is a list of all the irregular verbs that you need to learn present and past. Because the regular verbs are easy. You just add ed or d or ied. They're quite easy. These are the ones you need to learn. And in this book, they have grouped them very nicely. So please read and learn. Read them every day and learn them. Thank you, John.
Which 100?
244, 245. So it's really important to think, Alexandra, about the present and the past. Are you talking in the present? And then if you're talking in the present, you have to remember the third person.
Yeah.
This is the important thing. If you're talking in the past, you have to remember the past verbs. Okay? The past, oh sorry, this is awful writing. W-A-S. Lived. You must remember the past verbs. And finally, Istvan, I was New York. In New York, very good. I'll just add it here. I was in New York. When were you in New York, Istvan? When?
New York.
When? When?
2009.
Yeah, so we could write, I was in New York in 2009. Okay?
Yes.
Right. Just a little bit of pronunciation for you. I think that's finished now. Yes. Just a little bit of pronunciation, okay? Wow, what's going on outside? They've come to take me away at last. Teaching illegally in England. Okay, so starting with Istvan, can you say this word?
Popular?
Not popular exactly.
Popular.
Sorry?
Popular.
Popular.
Popular. Can you say it again?
Popular.
Yeah, now I don't know if any of you know phonetics, but so there's a hidden y sound there. Y. Popular. Say it one more time.
Popular.
Very good. This comes up a lot for you, Camilla. Can you say it? I really want to hear this sound.
Somebody.
Lovely. Somebody. Yes, just make that nice and long. Okay. There's a little E sound here. Like words like sorry, nobody, somebody, happy. It's really important. And it's also important for you, John. You make the same mistake. Can you say it?
Somebody.
Somebody. Yeah, that's right. Regla.
22nd.
Beautiful. And finally, Alexandra.
Must.
Absolutely perfect. Well done.
And now, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
So just to summarise what we've just done, we've had a conversation about different things. We've asked some questions. Sometimes we've asked questions that start with a little verb, like this one. And when we ask questions like this, the answer is yes or no. Yes, there is there the musical in Hungary? Yes, there is. Don't you go to church? No, I don't. And that's it. And then you have other questions where we use question words. Question words. So this one, how many animals? Followed by an auxiliary verb, a subject, and a main verb. This is a really good way of asking questions. How many animals do you have? Well, I have a lot of animals. Where do you come from? Question word, auxiliary verb, subject, and the main verb. Well, I come from Italy. Where does she come from? So, question word, auxiliary verb, subject, main verb. Where does she come from? She comes from Italy. Remember the third person. And finally, which do you prefer? Meat or fish? Question word, auxiliary verb, subject, main verb. There is a method to asking questions in present simple and the past simple.
And the answer to these questions is she prefers its meat than fish.
Wait. Good question, thank you. So, I will ask you the question. Which do you prefer? Meat or fish?
No, it's the problem.
Yeah, but the question is
okay,
you.
Okay.
So which do you
I prefer to eat fish.
Yes, I prefer to eat fish.
But with the third person.
Yes, okay, she. Well, firstly we need to change the question.
Yes.
So let's ask the question.
Does
Good. Which does she prefer? Good, very good, well done. And what's the answer?
She prefer.
No?
Prefers.
Thank you.
The main verb is prefer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it's it. She prefer it.
No. She prefers.
Eat.
Ah, okay, yes, you say that. So she prefers, carry on.
She prefers eat.
There's something missing. Look at the structure.
To eat.
Right. Fish, yeah?
Meat.
Oh.
Than
Done.
fish. More than.
Okay, you're making the sentence very complicated.
Oh, sorry.
You could say she prefers to eat meat rather than fish. She prefers to eat meat instead of fish.
No.
No.
If you say this, you need to write this because I don't know this word.
So she prefers to eat meat.
Okay.
Easier. So yeah, here it is. Question word, auxiliary verb, subject, and the main verb. The main verb being prefer.
Okay.
Great. Then this is something we're all learning at the moment. Present simple. Lots of different ideas here. After the subject, we have a verb. Of course, one of the rules we've learned, if you have an adverb that comes before the verb. Okay, but in general, yeah. I sometimes talk, I like, I love, I am. She believes, she has, she likes. Remember the third person. And then if you write a negative sentence, we have one here, you just have to add the auxiliary verb to do, just like in questions, and then the main verb is always present simple first person. And then
Yesterday was a very nice day, no?
oh, you're right. But it's not a day. We're talking about weather, and weather is uncountable. So we don't say a very nice weather because it's uncountable. So yesterday was very nice weather. If it is a day, because a day is accountable, you could say yesterday was a very nice day.
That's difficult. Alright. Yeah.
So yes, you have to learn the difference between countable and uncountable nouns. And we've only looked at it really on these classes, just a little bit. We haven't done a proper grammar class on countable and uncountable nouns yet. But that will come on pre-intermediate at some stage, okay? And then in the past, you just have to remember to use the verb in the past tense. So, great work and a few bits of pronunciation.